I've changed my niece's stripper name when I got custody. My sister got arrested when her daughter was 6 months old. Meth, theft, and something involving a stolen car. They gave her 15 years. I was 24 with a one-bedroom apartment and zero experience with babies, but nobody else stepped up. Our parents said they were too old. Our brother lives in Nevada and never called back. So I took her because the alternative was foster care. The baby's name was Cinnamon, pronounced like cinnamon. My sister thought it was hilarious. She had backup names too. Crystal, Lexi with 2 eyes, Desirelyn. I didn't plan on changing it at first. I was too busy figuring out formula and daycare. But every time I said that name at the pediatrician or grocery store, people gave me this look of confusion and pity that made my face hot. When she turned 2, my parents started visiting because my mom retired and suddenly had time, maybe once every couple months. They'd bring a dollar store toy and tell me everything I was doing wrong. The apartment was too small. I was working too much. Except when I asked them to babysit so I could pick up extra hours, they always had plans. My dad's back hurt. My mom had book club. They wanted the fun parts without the work. I started adoption paperwork when she was 3 because I needed legal protection. My sister didn't contest it, didn't even respond to the court documents. I changed the name during adoption. Cinnamon became Simone, a name that wouldn't follow her around forever. My parents found out from my sister somehow. She must have gotten paperwork in prison. They showed up unannounced on a Saturday, banging on my door while Simone was eating cereal. My mom was already crying, said I'd erased their granddaughter's identity. My dad stood behind her with his arms crossed. I asked where they were when I was learning to change diapers at midnight, when daycare cost $800 a month and I was eating ramen. They said family helps family, that I should have asked. I had asked, dozens of times that first year. They were always too busy. My mom said I had no right to change her name without asking them, that my sister chose it with love. I laughed because I'd seen the texts my sister sent our brother before she got arrested, joking about how trashy the name was, saying her daughter would have a stage name already picked out. My dad called me disrespectful, said I was cruel to my sister during her lowest point. 2 weeks later, prison mail arrived. My sister's handwriting, all caps and shaking. She called me everything you can think of. The worst word started with a C. Said I stole her daughter and when she got out, she'd take Simone back and I'd regret everything. I kept that letter with the adoption papers. My parents started calling daily after that, demanding to see their granddaughter. My mom cried every time. My dad threatened lawyers even though they had no case. Last month, they showed up again. My mom pushed past me and started calling for Cinnamon, using that name on purpose, loud. Simone looked up from her coloring book, confused. My dad said they'd been patient long enough, that they wanted regular visitation, every other weekend, holidays. I asked where this energy was 4 years ago. My mom said people make mistakes, that family deserves second chances. I told them the adoption was finalized 2 years ago, that Simone was my daughter, not their granddaughter, mine. I told them my sister made her choices and I made mine, and my choice was protecting my kid from people who only showed up to take. I told them to leave. My mom tried crying harder. My dad raised his voice, said I was selfish and would regret this. I closed the door mid-sentence and locked it. Simone asked who they were. I said some people I used to know. She shrugged and went back to coloring. They left 6 voicemails that night. I blocked both numbers.